congrats on Don't Hate Your House. Can you both break down what fans can expect to see on the show this season?
Well, you'll be able to appreciate if you've ever hated anything about your house. We jumped in with homeowners who were so done. They were at the end of their rope. They didn't think there was any way of saving these houses for themselves, and we proved to them that there is a way to fall in love with your house again, but you got to know what the heck you're doing.
There may be more swears, there may be more screams and anger, there may be a lot of emotion, but at the end of the day, we're showing these people how they can love their house, and we're pouring everything we can into it to make sure it's perfect for the families.
Like, what if I told you you were going to take on a bit of a renovation, and I told you we found a problem that was all of a sudden going to cost you another $50,000? Well,
drama.
Yeah.
I don't know what I would do.
I mean, you would break down. You would cry. We're dealing with like such a sweet couple, such sweet families, and they're just hitting the wall, and that's why we want to show people.
Yeah.
We had one episode though. The family was such a pain in the ass. Can I say ass?
Oh, that was our parents.
That was our parents. Yeah. No, it was amazing. We had two of the episodes actually are our parents' house because they moved down here. They want to be closer to the grandkids, and so they came from their dream home up in Canada. They lived in the Rocky Mountains in Banff. And they moved down here, and we had to make the house perfect. And we found it was a century-old home, Spanish style, in Santa Monica. And it was not what they were looking for. And in fact, to get our mom past what it currently looked like was really tough. But we listened to all the million text messages and everything to make it perfect. And in the end, well, I guess you're going to have to watch the show to see if they like it.
Now, I know you're used to working with each other, but what was it like working with your parents on this? That's like a whole different dynamic, I feel like.
It was perfect. We loved it. No, it's actually, the thing is, I am my mom. Jonathan, it annoys him. I'll send him lists and lists of the things. Even on our house, when we renovated my house, I had add-ons like no one's business. My mom does the exact same thing times 10.
The problem is we've created a monster because our mom has great ideas and great taste. It's just a lot of stuff, and sometimes she'll wait till the last minute. Our dad is like, he's fine with whatever. We could have literally just slapped some paint on the walls, and he would have been totally fine with it. But we wanted this to be perfect because we also want it to be a place where they can age in place and just they don't have to, move around or adapt to anything. It's built for someone, to live in retirement.
Yeah.
Now, besides your parents, were there any other renovations this season that really stood out to you, or any like surprising moments, any like maybe touching moments?
Well, there were a lot. I mean, I would say one for me. It sounds like you have a good one, but save it. For me, this one family, Carolyn was her name. She had two amazing kids, and one of the kids lived in her room with her. The other kid had a small room. They shared a bathroom. There was no door on the bathroom or on the bedroom, which was kind of crazy to think that. So she's on the toilet, and the kids come running in, and it was no way to live. So she needed some of her own independence. The kids needed their own rooms, and we did a full reconfiguration of this tiny home to make it wasn't a physical tiny home, but it was a small footprint to make it functional for the family.
No bathroom or bedroom door. I believe in close families.
Not that close.
Why would you design that? Why would you do that?
We also had another couple who, beautiful family, really sweet. The kids, who are now 17 and 19, still shared a bedroom, boy and girl. And that's like, you just can't do that. But they had no way of making this home work for them. They also didn't have, they just didn't know what the first step would be. They didn't have the financial means to do it. And so after all these years, we went in and solved those problems for them. So that's what I love. I mean, you'll get everything you want out of this show, the heart, the humor, the demolition, you name it. But this show is just really amazing how it turned out.
Obviously, fans love your dynamic with each other. What was it like working on the show? What sets it apart from previous projects that you've worked on together?
I think the biggest thing for us is people are beyond done with their homes. We've done a lot of renovations for families that wanted to improve their kitchen or do an outdoor space for entertainment, but they weren't done with their home. A lot of these people, they literally hate their home. Whether they've had it for 2 years or 50 years, they hate it. Yeah. And we're trying to show them that they don't have to move. Because if you think of all the expense and the costs for selling and buying, you have realtor fees and taxes and everything else, you can skip all that because we can make the home you have perfect for your family.
I think what you really get here, a lot of our shows in the past have been all about the rosy silver lining and things are going to be okay. We let you see everything. It's raw. You see people have meltdowns. You see us actually tell people you're out of your mind.
I literally have the fear that they won't like what we're done in the end because they hate the home so much. So I mean, that's the thing.
I feel like that couldn't happen. I feel like you've never had a good turnout.
We've done 650 episodes of our shows. I hope you enjoy what we do, but it's at the end you still get that nervous feeling, especially when you're renovating for your parents too.
Oh yeah.
I was super nervous because you want to get it perfect for them.
Yeah. Well, luckily I feel like so far you have a pretty good track record with how things have turned out.
Right. Yeah. Knock on wood. would.
Now, I know that you've worked with celebrities like Zach Braff in the past. Are there any celebrities like that you would love to work with, collaborating on doing renovations for a dream collab?
Oh my gosh, there's so many amazing people out there. Ki Hye Kwan is somebody that I love. He's such an amazing human and so much energy, and also he's like a ninja. Like I would love to see him come do demolition with us, like kick down some walls.
Yeah, I was like Tom Hanks would be so fun to work
Yeah.
with. Just a great personality. I don't know if he's handy with a sledgehammer,
But Rita and Tom, I would love to have both.
Yeah, exactly. Well, actually, that's something we have discovered in some of our more recent years too. Is I love the dynamic of working with a family, whether it's a couple that we're working with, whether it's we worked with Cameron and Milo Manheim, having that mother-son relationship and seeing them work together. I love that.
Yeah.
Kind of a storytelling.
Totally. And obviously, we were just talking about you have a lot of fans. Has there ever been a celebrity fan of you that you've both been like shocked by, or anyone who's like DM'd you about home renovations?
Well, Serena Williams messaged or DM'd, or was it? No, she commented on something we posted for our show, talking about a project that she wanted to do. So, Serena, I'm here. We're ready. Maybe Serena and Venus can come and do it. It'd be the sisters and the brothers. Property sisters.
Yeah. I remember one day I was just looking at my social media, and I opened up my DMs, and Cher had slipped into my DMs.
Oh my God, talk about iconic.
I know, I was like, what is happening right now? And she just loved the show, and she, it was funny. And so every now and then you just get these random moments where you're like, okay, all right,
well,
remember this date.
Yeah, when you watch a show like ours, you said you watched before, and you're screaming at the screen like, why don't they listen to you, Jonathan and Drew? That's basically what Cher was saying in her DM. She's like, I was watching that episode, and I can't believe... I'm like...
Cher's just like us.
Exactly.
Now, I also have to say, we fans love your dynamic together. Are you hoping that your little ones and your stepchildren are going to follow in your steps when it comes to home renovations one day? Are they interested in that at all?
Oh my gosh, yeah. We have a 7 and a 9-year-old, and they love when we're prepping for a party or doing something, decorating. Right now we're decorating for the holidays. They love jumping in and taking on projects. They even have little tools of their own.
That's so fun.
Yeah.
I think for mine are 5 months old and 2 years old, so they obviously are designing homes already. But Parker does have an eye, which is funny, which we've seen. Like, he'll walk into a room and there will be like a nail pop on the drywall on the other end of the room, and he's like, "What that?" like he goes straight to he notices the little things, which is fun. But all I want is for them to be passionate about helping families, and that's the basis of our shows, our furniture line. Everything we do is helping families, and if they can have that bit of in their heart, then I think I'll be happy.
I've just said, if there's anything that's going to happen, my kids will know how to change a tire and fix a toilet.
Yeah.
They got to know the basics.
They'll be better off than me. I know how to do neither of those things.
We are going to your car right now, and we're doing this. How dare you?
Yeah, I've been doing it.
I want to have a talk with your father right now.
We call up State Farm. We ask for help.
Yeah. You know what? That's smart. That's one way of doing it.
Now, I also have to ask congrats. You recently welcomed another child, your second child. I know you mentioned 9 months.
5 months.
For 5 months.
Piper
oh my
is
gosh.
5 months old. Parker's 2.5 years old.
5
so 2
months,
years apart.
even younger than I just realized. Has there been anything that shocked you about having 2 kids?
Well, so we had Parker's a boy, 2.5 years old. Piper is a girl, so I'm now what's the term?
Girl dad?
Girl dad. I'm a girl dad. It is different, but she and Parker are very different. Excuse me. The thing I think is funny is it's like I lost. It's like I have a void of all the stuff I learned with Parker, how to be quick and efficient, changing a diaper and feeding, and everything that I would do, how to hold and get her to sleep. It's all gone. I'm starting fresh again. She has never fallen asleep on me, which is crazy because Parker all the time would fall asleep on me. So I'm learning.
Now, has she had any recent milestones that have been super
Yes.
exciting to see?
So really early on, again, she's 5 months now, but I think it was at like 3 months or something. She rolled over for the first time, which apparently is quite early. But then we're like, was that a mistake? And I got on video. She did it several times. I'm like, not a mistake. Now she does it nonstop. She's like flip flop, like.
Is it cute or annoying?
No, it's
because you can't get her to stay in
This
one
is where
place.
before you could like put her on the bed and I'm going to brush my teeth and whatever else and she's fine. Now you got to watch because she'll like roll all the way off the bed. So, but no, and now she's very expressive.
I'll tell you the momentous moment. So for the first couple of months, she would look at me and you'd see this look like, Daddy shaved? Like what? It was like she was confused about my face and everything. she's now officially, when I walk in, because it's the same, Parker, as soon as he sees me, he goes, Uncle Jonathan, he loves me. He like wants me to dance with him and sing and read and everything. She now starts to giggle when I walk in. And so I can tell that it's the first step in me spoiling the hell out of these kids.
Oh my gosh, that's so sweet.
It's downhill. I still haven't figured out, though, if she thinks you're the mirror.
Could be.
Because I'll take her to the mirror every day to show...
She's talking already. She was like, Daddy, you look so much better now. And I'm like, well, thank you.
Her first words.
Yeah.
Oh my gosh, speaking in whole sentences is the first word.
Exactly.
You know?
Exactly.
I didn't get a video of it, but trust me, it happened.
Trust me. Now, Jonathan, fans also love your relationship with Zooey. I have to ask, how did you know that she was the one?
We hit it off so fast. When we first met, it was during carpool karaoke, and we've been messaging back and forth a little bit just to prepare for filming. And then the first time I met her was in the studio. She walked over, and she just had this amazing energy, and she's so nice to meet you. And at the time, it wasn't public that she had gone through a divorce, and so I just assumed she was super nice. I didn't realize she was single, and we hit it off. And then pretty soon we realized, we were both single, and I think it was my voice in the karaoke that was like lulling her into romance. But we did an escape room on our very first actual date.
That's a good first date.
Oh, it was
I
great.
third-wheeled it.
Drew third-wheeled because I did dinner with Zoe first, then we went, which I realized actually having wine and then doing an escape room makes it harder to think.
True.
So,
I feel like escape rooms reveal people's true, like who they are.
Somewhat.
This is the thing. I've discovered in my life, I could not be with somebody if they don't have a sense of humor or if they don't have critical thinking skills.
Yeah.
And so anyone who has great problem-solving skills is going to work with me. Anybody who's got a good sense of humor. And so all those things checked off, and then we talked every single day until now. And we've been together now for, 5 and a bit years.
Yeah.
That's so awesome. And as his brother, when did you know that they were in game for each other?
Well, the thing I think is funny, if you think back to the earliest, because I was there for their first couple of meets in the early days, I don't know, third wheeling. Linda and I were like third and fourth wheeling. I've known him his whole life. I know when Jonathan's trying to put on the Jonathan charm. He was not smooth.
So smooth.
And anyway, I noticed that, and I said to him, like, "Oh, are you interested in her?" And he's like, "No, I'm just being friendly." I'm like, "Yeah, sure, Jonathan." And he you see the two of them starting to kind of connect and get closer, and she's so giving and caring, and I just love seeing that my brother has someone like that in his life, and my older brother has that with his wife as well, Anna Lee. So now that we're all in relationships and we're all super happy, it's really fun. Our parents love it. Yeah.
You'll edit out that part and just put that I'm smooth, right?
Yeah, super smooth. Super smooth.
Oh my gosh. Now, you're probably sick of being asked, but 2025, is that the year of the wedding?
Yeah.
Maybe
Oh
wedding
my gosh.
planning?
We're the worst. We plan all this stuff and we're so good, but actually getting the wedding figured out has been slow. Like we just, we're going to make it happen.
Taking your time,
Yeah,
Well, no, this is important. You being efficient. You throw the epic Halloween parties and birthday parties. Just do a Halloween wedding like JD did.
Amazing.
That's it. Then you save one
That's it.
party for two
Super easy.
things. Yeah.
Maybe we'll just, the next party, like that'll be
All
it.
right.
New Year's Eve, you never know.
Yeah.
That leads into my next question. Looking forward to the holiday season. Do you both have any fun plans? I know I saw you're decorating already. It's like...
Are you judging me for that?
No,
Okay.
you don't understand how much I love the holiday season. I was going to decorate on November 1st as well, but I fell asleep, so that didn't happen.
Sleep is also important. No, this is like my favorite time of the year. Zoe's favorite time of the year. So we, usually we'll have friends over and we'll be singing, do sing-alongs,
it's
some
epic,
epic dinners,
I
stuff
love
like that.
it.
No, it's fun. And again, lighting's already up, but we have lights in both our houses where we can just, in the app, change something. It'll go from Halloween, Thanksgiving, Christmas, whatever we want. It makes life easy, and then we just dress it. This year I'm doing projectors. So for Halloween I projected a whole haunty theme on the house, and then I'll be doing Christmas. So,
That's so
we're
cool.
always one up in the tech game for the holidays.
Oh my gosh, that's so cool. I love that.
And our parents live here now. Our mom always was the cook for our big get-together, so now they live here. It's going to be really fun to have all our families together.
That's so fun.
I do love this. It is like, there are two types of people in the world. There are the people that are the November 1st people, ready for Christmas, and the people who are like, outrageous. Why would you do that? I'm like, it makes me question somebody if they're that against prepping for the holidays.
That's
I'm
what
like,
I think. Because I'm like, I also feel like the Christmas decor adds to Thanksgiving. I'm like, it makes it a little bit more fun, I feel like.
Well, we grew up in Canada too, so Thanksgiving in Canada is in October. So it's not like you have this like Thanksgiving celebration in the middle. You go from Halloween literally directly into Christmas.
Does that make us more thankful, or is just
Maybe.
early? Yeah.
Yeah.
I think that this is one thing you may judge me on, but I have like my favorite songs on my list for when I'm playing Spotify, and every now and then Christmas songs will pop in. So it's July, and then a Christmas song will be in the middle of the mix when I'm working out or something. Do I change the song? No, I let it play through. Is that weird?
As you should. As
Okay,
you should.
thank
I
you.
mean, I still listen to the Justin Bieber Christmas songs.
It's a good album.
all year long. So.
Bublé's album is on like repeat.
I'm a little
Bing
more old
Crosby.
school. I'm a Bing Crosby
Yeah.
Christmas guy, but
You
Bieber's.
should also say
he's
She and
done,
Him. She and Him.
She and Him. Big fan of She and Him. That's
Yeah.
great albums. They've got several Christmas albums.
That's Zoe's band.
Yeah. No, I think it's fun. You what everyone's got their own traditions, but for us, we just love having friends, good food, and a lot of singing.
Mm-hmm.
Now, the last question before we get into the game, can you each describe Don't Hate Your House in 3 words?
Yes. Raw problem solving. That's it.
All right. I would say, don't hate house. No, that's not creative enough. I'm just joking. I would say,
Drew's fired from the marketing
the
department.
The creative team.
Yeah.
I would say, bigger badass renovations. Badass is hyphenated, so it's one word.